The security strategist, former deputy assistant to President Trump, Dr. Sebastian Gorka, is here live in Los Angeles to weigh in. Dr. Gorka, you saw the president yesterday. You saw the images Saturday. Where are we heading with this?
Well, good morning, Brian. As I wrote in The Hill yesterday morning, expect two things to happen, or things to happen on two planes right now. Number one, imminently, probably today, there's going to be some very overt response, a very full-throated response that sends a clear message to Assad and to his sponsors. This isn't just about Damascus, it's about Putin in Moscow, it's about Iran and even China, that we will not countenance the use of chemical weapons like this, especially against women and children. So that's what you're going to see on the surface. Behind the scenes, happening already, there's going to be lots of unconventional, covert means in the cyber domain and elsewhere to put the pressure on the regime. It's not about regime change. The president is not interested in regime change. It's about sending a message and hurting the elite that is being so evil in that country.
Right. And when you have 500 people rushed to the hospital, 40 people killed, many of which are children who have their lungs burned out and foaming at the mouth as they die this horrible death, and you know this is the 8th attack since the Tomahawk missiles.
Yes.
What do you think is going to be different about this attack and then the aftermath?
I think what's going to be different is how visible the president's response is going to be. Look, we cannot allow this taboo to be persistently broken. The president is not an interventionist, but it is in all civilized nations' interest to make sure that these weapons are not used. They've been illegal for almost a century, and these taboos cannot be broken without consequences being paid. But there is.
But the Russians are using nerve gas, and the UK trying to kill their former spies.
Yes.
And they use this the 8th time, as I mentioned. So do you look for them to now take out every military base in Syria? I mean, literally destroy every military base and make sure that there is no such thing as landing strips there? Do you say take a shot at Assad and his family if we know where they are?
Well, look, we have legislation on the books that does not permit a president to assassinate another head of state. We've had that on the books since the 1970s. So I don't think it's about that, because we're not about regime change. But Brian, I'll tell you one thing. In the White House, I said it, and I'm going to say it again now. We don't telegraph what we're going to do. The president, we have the most powerful nation the world has ever seen.
Yeah, we did. We said we're going to hit him within 24 hours.
Right, but we're not going to tell them what we're going to do, right? Because that's how they prepare against you. Clinton did it in Bosnia. He said, I'm not going to use ground troops. It was insane. Milosevic exploited that against us. Obama did it as well, saying, well, we're not going to invade now. We're going to invade in June. You don't do that in a chess game, Brian. You don't do it in warfare or in international relations. It's bad strategy.
Russians denied there was even a chemical attack. So they say we made it up. Dr.
Unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Dr. Sebastian.
And also, I'm pretty annoyed with those people who have these strange theories about false flags and crisis actors. That they should be ashamed of themselves, anybody who spreads that kind of rumor.
You got it. Dr. Gorka, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, 10 minutes before the bottom of the hour. It's the hit Netflix series about the battle against drug cartels in the 1980s.
I'm Steve Murphy, drug enforcement agent. We were seizing 60 kilos of coke a day.